I've wasted a ton of money on equipment, lighting and gear that I actually hardly ever use. But if there's one thing I use every single shoot, every single YouTube video, every single Twitch stream, it's tube lights. And in this video, I want to actually give you 3 reasons why you should also consider buying them. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is SJ. I'm actually currently building a production company in South Africa. I'm also a former Twitch streamer. I'm obviously on YouTube trying to give as much advice and tips as I can from the lessons I've learned. So glad to have you here. In this video specifically, I want to talk about 3 reasons why you should consider buying tube lights. And I'm not going to push an agenda of like you need to buy Godox tube lights or newer tube lights or no-name brand tube lights. The first reason I highly recommend that you pick up a pair of tube lights is the convenience. There's nothing better than the convenience of being able to just charge up 2 lights, have them mobile, have them portable, and use them on every single shoot. I have a client that I shoot for twice a week. We go to the gym's fairly packed, and unfortunately with it being packed, I can't really pull out my 120 centimeter octa box and set up this massive light. It's quite intimidating for anyone else that's training at the gym. But what I do like to do is actually just set up 2 tube lights on a light stand or just hang them on some of the equipment. And from there, just light up my subject as we are filming his vlog. Sometimes I'll even have someone just hand hold the tube lights just to keep the light on the subject throughout the video. Speaking of mobile, most of the tube lights that you get your hands on today will come with a mobile app that allows you to just change the colors and the intensity without having to go up to them. So let's say I'm feeling a bit blue today, I'm quite sad all of a sudden, and I just wanted a change of emotions in my video. At the tap of a few buttons, I can change it. But one of my favorite features with tube lights and some of the apps and controls that they give you is the ability to not only use this color wheel. Let me just bring this in over here where the light isn't, not only just the color wheel, but what I actually find myself doing is using the color picker. So in this color picker, which is in this app, you can choose any color. So I'm going to go for pink. I can see a pink just behind the camera over there. I'm going to choose the pink for both of them. How cool is that? Let me go to my color picker and I'm going to choose pink for both of them. Boom, try again. Ha! It's Barbie season B. That being said, the third reason is I use these every single shoot. Now, like I said in the intro, there's a lot of things I've bought which over the time I don't really use. One of the things being a gimbal, which is weird because I kind of need the gimbal. I can't be without it in case it comes up. But the majority of the time I find myself filming handheld. So I end up using the tube lights more than I use a gimbal, which is why I recommend investing in tube lights or lighting in general before you get into expensive accessories of buying a whole brand new camera, a whole new lens, buying insanely big lights, gimbal, monitors, external monitors, and all of these things that come with it. Yeah. Now, one of my final and favorite reasons I actually encourage you to invest into some tube lights is that you're allowing yourself to get extremely creative. You get to be creative with the emotions you want your viewers to feel. You get to be creative with the shots that you get to set up and the stories that you get to tell. If you're wondering which ones I use, and I didn't want to mention it in the beginning because my purpose of this video isn't to sell products to you or sell a certain brand's products. It's just simply to encourage you to get creative, to get out there, make stuff and content that you love, to tell the stories you want to tell. But if you're wondering what I'm using, I'm currently using the Godox TL60s. They come in a nice pack of 2. They come with a nice bag, carry bag that you get to put them in with chargers, and also just these cables that you get to hang them from. I'm literally using some of the cables that come with it just to hang it on the garage door behind me. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, if you have any questions about lighting or tube lights or need any advice with videography or photography, please ask away in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.